of December, 4 months after the Agriculture and Food Authority shut down the mills. The authority had initially closed down operations following reports that the millers were processing immature sugar due to shortage. Previously, the mills were set to reopen in November. Our reporter Virginia Mutheo with more on our business news.
The Agriculture and Food Authority has now announced plans to lift the 4-month ban on Kenyan millers, a ban that was necessitated by incidences of millers processing immature sugarcane due to shortage. Sugarcane scarcity caused a 26.6% drop in deliveries, slashing sugar output by over a third in 8 months. The Kenya Kwanza administration permitted sugar imports after local stocks depleted. To revive the struggling industry, the government approved leasing 5 public mills to private investors and wrote off a 117 billion Kenya shillings debt encompassing bank loans, taxes and dues. Elsewhere, the Unclaimed Financial Assets Authority has called on all organizations that currently possess unclaimed assets for a period longer than legally required to surrender the said assets. The authority's Chief Executive Officer John Mwangi also called on all banks with dormant bank accounts, SACCOs with unclaimed dividends, and also organizations with people's salaries which have overstayed to surrender the money before the given period so as to enable the authority to reunite the assets with the owners.
UFAA Act number 40 of 2011, it defines a time period within which you should be holding these assets, and once that time period lapses, then either you get the owner and pay, or if you don't find the owner, you surrender that money to the authority.
And finally, the Employment and Labor Relations Court has stopped plans by the Salaries and Remuneration Commission (SRC) to abolish non-practice allowances. According to proposals published by SRC last year, the allowance was no longer relevant as situations had changed since the introduction of the said allowance. The non-practice allowance is usually provided to public servants in order to compensate for possible lost income when they are not involved in private practice. Additionally, the SRC proposed scrapping of other 3 allowances, among them retreat allowance, institutional internal committee member seating allowance, and task force allowance. Virginia Mutheo, KUTV.